Loud.
Get off my lawn!
So that was our 3. 4 is our announcements, goals, and a giveaway. We have a lot of announcements. We're busy as all get out right now.
We are.
We really, really are. We just recorded Jomo and the Possum Posse live at the Highball.
Yes.
And it was so much fun.
It really was.
It was so much fun. They put on such a good show.
They were actually going to be my first shout-out tonight.
Are they your first?
They are my first
They
shout-out.
don't even...
That was such a good show.
They don't...
Oh, my God.
We really don't shout... We shout out things that aren't part of the label. Now they're part of the label, so now we're going to talk about them every week. Yeah, they're a little nervous, as everybody is after they get done with the process. The second one we have... So that was Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, we're recording Sounds in Between.
Okay.
And I just had a rehearsal with them. I'll be playing a little bass. I will probably turn the hoodie inside out for their video. Because it's, when I'm playing bass for them, it's not the Don show. And this hoodie is totally black on the inside. So
it's totally the Don show on the outside.
It really is. So I'm gonna play bass on a couple cuts of that tomorrow. We're gonna record that to tape on the machine behind you. That is a big machine. Yeah. We also shoot with a bunch of cameras. It occurred to me I have all the cameras in this room for the first time. We shoot this podcast with one because I need this to be easy.
Uh-huh. But
everything else I do for the label is like obnoxiously high quality. It's why I don't spend a ton of time doing this. I'd rather just get the content out.
Yeah.
So Sounds in Between is going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. Teddy's going to come play drums.
Okay.
And Teddy's awesome. He was on a bunch of the Freeform Fridays. So speaking of the Best of Freeform Fridays 2016, it's about time to release it. So I may prep a release date between now and the next podcast. I have this 3-week lull after we get done with Sunday, where we have to. So I might actually drop that album and then begin the test pressings. We talked about it last week. We are ready to start printing. I think finally.
Yeah, once we actually set up the printer.
Yeah, now it's all about setup because we got all of the things we needed, right? Because now we can do tapes too. I just bought a bunch of tapes.
Yes.
So I've got enough tape for the next year.
Yes.
I got a box of 100 tapes, and I source them from Missouri.
Uh-huh.
So they're made in America, and I might use some of these tapes. I might wind up having to buy more. Are you just so happy? Yeah, say hi to Studio Cat. So I might buy more tapes if I wind up doing limited runs. Like we got Best of Freeform Fridays coming for 2016. But I'm probably going to do limited runs of We Are Living in the Age of Neo-Feudalism to tape.
Okay.
So now I have the raw materials. They're 60-minute tapes. And now we have the raw J cards and the raw labels for those as well. So we'll be able to manufacture those. The Jazz Destroyers Live is still available. Still have download cards available. I'm playing Mozart's tonight, but this goes up Sunday.
Yep.
So that doesn't help. But we'll be at Mozart's again on the 18th of February.
And then you're playing Cafe Creme on the 17th.
Right. So Cafe Creme's going to be February 17th. That's going to be a big show.
That is going to be a big show.
There's posters. We left the posters downstairs.
Posters are up here.
Where's here, Studio Cat, go down. We did posters. Hi. So that's this. So we're gonna have Paul Serrato join us on. He's coming down. He lives in Omaha now, but he spent most of his time. He really came up in New York, and was there up until just a couple years ago. I mean, the guy used to handle Charles Mingus's bass. Isn't that just the coolest thing?
That's pretty cool.
So he's gonna come down. And so on the 17th, we're going to go play Cafe Creme.
Yes.
We're going to do a live Freeform Fridays recording session, so you can actually come and see Freeform Fridays get made if you're in Austin.
You can be part of the audience.
You can come be part of the audience. You can yell something weird. Wasn't that Jomo's thing? Yeah, on Jomo's thing, he's like, well, yell something weird, and then on your deathbed. It's great. I'm looking forward to putting that up. He's really got better stage presence than I do. So we got that coming. And then the 18th, we're doing Mozart's. And then either the 18th during the day or the 19th or both, we're going to record a bunch of stuff with Paul.
Yeah.
Basically, like I told Paul, like we're gonna play and record and record and play and record, and we're just gonna have a good time.
Yep.
And because we're both musicians, right? Like we'll do the touristy thing for like a half day, but really, like I'm bringing in all of my friends to learn from the master, if you will.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make some really interesting music while he's here, and we're gonna put it out.
Yes.
So I'm really excited. So that's that. The week after that, we're recording WD-41 with Willie and Dave. That's going to be a lot of fun.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
And that's going to be the simplest album from our perspective.
Are we recording that here?
Yeah, we'll just cut it here.
Okay.
We'll cut it to tape, and it's going to be great. It'll be very low stress for everybody.
Oh, I can hope.
Because like tomorrow's going to be high stress because I'm joining.
Yes.
And I don't have a photographer. So we're going to have static cameras for those.
Mm-hmm.
Steven's otherwise booked, and I think Brenda's out of town.
Okay.
But we could use if anybody knows any photographers that want to work on not a spec, like send them I'll leave a card. I think I'm the card leaver this week. I'll leave a card for sustainable music. I do like to bring photographers in on the project, and then they're treated as an equal member of the project.
Okay.
Financially.
Yeah.
So we got that going. What else are we missing? Millicent Hughes will be in May.
Yes.
I think I'm going to ping her and find out where she's at in the process.
Okay.
And then Sounds in Between. Or no, Sounds in Between I talked about.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading this off the board and I didn't update the board. Finally, Your Name Here. So we're kind of busy out through May.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there, I will probably have to cease taking on I probably can't take on new projects before May at this point.
Okay. That's probably a good thing because
yeah,
I've seen your calendar.
Yeah, I'm probably about booked up for May because I gig.
Yeah, through May. Yeah.
I gig through May, and I gotta do a ton of work, right, on these, because we don't just record audio. I can knock off, like Jomo's record will be done next week, and then it'll just be a question of which ones do you want to put on the CD.
Yeah.
But the video is what takes me forever,
right?
Because I have a backlog. It's really more intensive. I'm pretty good at cranking out albums, but it's the videos that really kick my butt. But Your Name Here, we'll have some time at the end of the year, in the second half. Yes. We're gonna have openings. So if I've talked to you and you're watching this, and you're ready to commit to a deadline, and you're ready to set recording dates, ping me. And if not, have somebody reach out. I'll have a listen. If it all works, it'll make sense. Yep. We do this so that we don't have to worry about not really how many we'll sell, but really my bigger thing is like, are you gigging? Yeah. Gigging is my big qualifier these days because of the way we do the contract. Like, if you're not out gigging, then why do all the gigging bands have to bring your CD? Right. You know, but that's how we're going to do this for everybody. We're basically creating little stores, and we're going to bring them out. So we have to create the last announcement is we're going to create little cardboard or road case stores. Get Off My Lawn Records stores. That'll be about the size of a little suitcase that we can drop in, set up, and go. And then I'll probably do a larger display for when I can actually send a merch person out. Yeah. So yeah, that's our announcements. Our goals. I'd like to get to 175 subscribers.
What are we at now?
173.
Okay.
We had a big growth spurt there, which is awesome. Welcome to all the new people. You guys are great.
Yes, thank you.
But the growth spurt's over, and now it's time to get back to work.
Yep.
And so just let's see if we can't share this with a couple people, you know? Yep. So that's our goals. The giveaway, go ahead with the card. I'm pretty sure nobody took it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure nobody claimed it last week.
So that is the card?
Yeah, so this is the card. This is a copy of the Jazz Destroyers Live. It's number 4 of 100. And the download code is Lima 5 Whiskey Alpha Tango Umbrella dash Echo Charlie Victor. What's H?
Hotel
Mike Sierra. Okay? You go to cdbaby.com/redeem, punch that code in, and it's yours. And I should, in theory, get a notification when somebody's actually redeemed one of these.
Okay.
If this doesn't work, if you try this and it doesn't work, leave a comment on this video letting me know that you tried it and it didn't work, and I'll get in touch privately. We'll get you a different download code. So there we go.